Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's webinar on the DXY and Euro USD pound sterling. Today we are going to add Euro AUD to our list, the list of the things we are going to be, of the pairs we are going to be looking at today. So looking at this chart, you find out that last week we're expecting price to get to this box here. Yes, we're expecting price to first get here before this big move downward, but we didn't get that. So at this level here, let me go to a lower time frame so you can see it very well. So you can see that at this level here, we registered kind of a double top, yeah, and then this liquidity is resting here. We're all cleared. The ones resting here, here, and here. So we succeeded in clearing all this liquidity, and then we are now going downwards. So considering the current market move, at current levels, we are here at current levels. So we will be looking at dropping to moving up to this level here. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do this. We'll be looking at moving gradually into this level and then fall. So this is what we are looking at for the DXY. So anything we are looking at for the DXY, we are getting the opposite on the euro and pound sterling. So meanwhile, before then, if you remember our analysis the other day, we said price at this level, looking at the order flow, we have been going downwards, right? So we've been going downwards. So at this moment, at this point here, so it looked like we slightly took out structure here. So slightly we broke structure, which should make price to change trend to an upward one. So at that point, this was the invalidation of this move up here. So at this point, when this price move failed to break this previous high, so we know that the downward move is still prevalent. So knowing that the downward move is prevalent in the market, so we shift all our bias to the sell side. So price looking to take all the sell side liquidity at this point. Yeah, you see all this liquidity. See, so all this liquidity were successfully grabbed, and then remember it was I would always say that when price grabs liquidity, it looks for a demand zone, it picks an institutional candle, and it goes down. The same thing happened here. So it is worthy of note that whenever price grabs liquidity, the thing it looks for an order block, like an institutional candle, and then it takes it and goes the direction it ought to move or it ought to go to. So at this point, we are expecting price to get into this zone, and then we take a short. And so this is the zone we expect price to get to. So at this zone, we take a short on it. So next move is that we are going to be clearing this low. We're going to be clearing this low on the next move. So once we clear this low, looking at this, it's kind of a macro structure because it is bigger than the structure we have in this move in itself. So once we clear this, it means we would have to return back up here because we broke a macro structural low. So this low is in the macro structure. So as we take the macro structure low, so we will need to go back to a macro structure zone before price goes down. So now this is the euro. Now on the euro, you can see like we have taken we were expecting that on the euro as well. Since price cleared this here, we have a break of structure here, or let me call it a change of character, sorry. So we had a change of character here. So since we had this change of character, price has been on an uptrend. So we were actually expecting price to get to this level. Yeah, we're expecting price to get to this level. Yeah, but price didn't get. So price was actually really hesitating at these levels. It took this low, and it took this low again. So price was only interested in grabbing liquidity. And remember, we had so many liquidities resting here. So that was why we were predicting that price was going to get to these levels here. Take this liquidity, take this, and then maybe pick any of these institutional candle, precisely this one here, after clearing this, and this liquidities. So we didn't get that happen. So for now, we have registered here. You can see the market just changed character here. Yeah, so we slightly broke structure here. So we are expecting that price would get to this zone. And when price gets to that zone, we will be looking for a long position. Remember, we are looking for an opposite, the move looking at the DXY. We expect something opposite on the euro and pound sterling. So we're expecting that, okay, this is where price is going to come. Here, remember we said the dollar index is going to be taking that macro structure low, and here we are going to be taking this macro structure high. So when we take it off, and the liquidity that is resting here, remember there's liquidity resting here. So that is why when we take off this liquidity, as we go up like this, so know that liquidities have been created. This liquidity is resting here. Then we are looking at this imbalance here in light of liquidity as well, right? Fair value gap. So we are looking at it in light of liquidity also, because price moves in the direction of liquidity. So when we get that move, so sharply, we are going to drop to clear off all this. We take this liquidity and slightly take this liquidity, and then price continues going upward. So that's what we are looking for the euro USD. So let's get the pound sterling. Now you see the pound sterling, it almost broke the high, almost did. At this point, for the pound sterling, we expected that, considering how the power price was moving last week, we expected it to fall from here to this level, because remember, we had liquidities resting here, and as the price moved in the direction of liquidity, we had it resting here, and then levels as this. So we're expecting that price was going to take this, and then move up from here, but we didn't get that. We did not get that, and then see where price is. So now we are expecting that price is going to come. It's going to come down, maybe to this level. Yeah, this zone. So price is going to come down to this zone. When it gets here, we don't just buy. We need to get confirmations. So at the center of confirmation, we pull the trigger. And take our trades. So this is it now. We are looking on a buy. We are biased on our bias here is the buy side. So let's see. Okay, today we said we are going to include the Australian dollar, euro Australian dollar. So looking at this, I have actually outlined I've marked two levels. See, the uptrend has been prevalent since. It's been prevalent. So, yeah, so we are looking at this level and this level. Remember, the aim is that price is going to take off this macro structure. Why? Why are we looking at it? So there are so many people people that sold from here to here. So a good number of them, they have stop losses resting above here. So the market makers are only interested in hunting stop losses. So that is the liquidity we talk about. When you hear us say liquidity, is where the money is actually really hiding in the market. So the market makers are only interested in hunting this kind of levels in the market. And this is another level, you see, that will come and be cleared in the future. So they are only interested in looking for these levels and drive price to those levels, close those orders, drop again, close it, and then continue. So the aim of this game, is the hunt for liquidity. And liquidity is where the money is resting. So that's the aim behind the game. That's the reason behind the game. That's the reason for every move of price. So considering this move of price here, the aim is that we want to take off this liquidity. So if we're going to take that liquidity off, then price this, remember I've marked it already, this high had already been cleared. This is a microstructure. Look at it. Let me show you. The structure is kind of micro. What I mean by microstructure is this move here is a smaller move compared to the bigger move that has been happening. This bigger move that has been happening. So yeah, our intention is to create another bigger move like this, just like we had from here to here. So once we clear this high, the intention is to create a bigger move, then drop a little and continue the move upwards. So on the euro, in the microstructure, we are only looking for long positions here. In the later video, I'm going to explain more. Maybe it's going to be more educational. I'm going to explain more on liquidity. So we're looking at these two levels, long position as well. So these are the two levels we're looking at, and we want price to clear the high, or we want price to clear this high. So we want price to clear this high. So that's what we're looking at, right? So the risk to reward is very high. So we have a low risk to a high reward. So this is what we have currently. So this is what we are looking at on the Euro AUD. So stay focused as we trade the market together. This week is going to be an amazing week. It's going to be a profitable week as all markets are set for momentous move. So let's see how we ride the market for this week. Make sure you watch my videos, comment, like, and then I'll do more videos for you. And also subscribe to my own channel so you get to see more videos from me. Thank you very much.